Are you guys ready to go Italian? Because we're going Italian. That's right. We got this recipe from a food blog called thelemonbowl.com. And the recipe was kind of complicated. So I'm simplifying this. So I'm using their recipe off that blog, but I'm doing it kind of easier. So I'll have the easier method down below, or you can go to thelemonbowl.com and look at their recipe. But we're doing baked eggplant Parmesan. And today's episode is brought to you by audible.com. And you guys know audible.com is a big friend of the show. They've been with us over a year now. 150,000 audiobooks. I'm telling you guys, I don't read anymore. I listen to audiobooks all the time, in the car, traveling, in the house when I'm setting up the kitchen, getting ready for a show. And the book I'm reading right now is How Google Works. And it's written by Eric Schmidt. The guy still works for the company. He used to be the CEO, and then he stepped down. He's still on the board, I think. But he wrote this book on how Google works. And since YouTube's owned by Google, I'm really curious on the interworkings of the company. So read it with me. If you want to try a free audiobook, it's on me. Just use the code down below. There's a link, or there's one on the screen here. You can type that right in your browser. And join me on audible.com and get a free trial. Okay, you guys ready? Come on in close. I got a lot of little ingredients. You all probably have this already in your house. Let's give this a try. So your main ingredient is obviously eggplant. We have the cheese. I'm using provolone. You can use mozzarella or mozzarella, whatever you want, kind of cheese, but the recipe asks for provolone, so I'm going to do the provolone. I've got some oregano. I've got some olive oil. Red wine is optional. I'm going to throw a little red wine, salt and pepper. Got a little of my gourmet seasoning, or you can use some garlic powder. Got some crushed red chilies. I've got Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs, some wet garlic. Here is the whole peeled tomatoes. We're going to be using that. I got more whole peeled tomatoes. I didn't have enough in this can, so I got 2. Onions and tomato sauce. I think that covers it. Pretty simple, huh? All right, so let's get this thing started. First thing we're going to do is take your vegetable here, and you're going to peel the eggplant and then slice it into big circles about ½ an inch thick. I do a horrible job in slicing. They just come out an inch thick, but it doesn't matter. So peel and slice this, then meet me over by the stove. Put a little olive oil in your pan, and we're basically going to brown each one of our slices. Take these slices and you throw them in here. Let the oil heat up a little bit. There you go. Be sure to hit them with a little salt and pepper each time. Okay, you're going to brown both sides of all your slices. And don't leave the stove, because we're going to do something after this. So brown both sides in olive oil and salt and pepper. Okay, now you just finished off browning all your eggplant. Take your onions and your garlic, throw it in. Lower your flame a little bit so you don't burn the garlic. Just saute those for a few minutes. Okay, leave the onions and garlic in and deglaze the pan with the onions and the garlic in there. A little red wine in the pan. It'll bring up all that goodness that's stuck to the bottom. Okay, so here comes the lazy version. We're taking the whole tomatoes and pouring them in here. And the tomato sauce we're pouring in. We're going to blend this down just a little bit. We're going to put in all our spices. Put the oregano in there. And I've been making tomato sauce for quite some time, so eyeballing it is for me, but you can follow the recipe down below. However hot you want it. Some red pepper chili flakes. And either the best gourmet seasoning you'll ever taste, onion powder, garlic powder, whatever you want. So let's blend this up real quick. All right, let's bring this over to the stove now. Then bring your sauce over. And pour it all in. Get your stirring spoon. You're going to want to incorporate the onions and the garlic and the wine and the olive oil that's already in the pan with the sauce. It's time to start layering this, but first get your oven preheated to 350. Once that's preheating, then you can do this. First thing you want to do is always start with sauce on the bottom, just a little bit. Then you want to layer out your eggplant. Then you do your cheese. And then you do it all over again. A little sauce, put your eggplant down, and then do your cheese again. And the last thing we're going to do is take a cup of panko breadcrumbs, about 3 ounces of, how much we got here? Yep, about 3 ounces of cheese. We're going to toss that together. You can gently just brush the top with the breadcrumbs over the cheese. You're gonna take this and you're gonna put this in the oven 30, 40 minutes at 350 until the cheese is bubbly and this has been browned on top. So let's get this in right now. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. Does that look beautiful? All right, take your pictures. Come on, get your screenshots. Isn't that beautiful? So a lot of you are saying, well, this isn't healthy eating. You put 14 pounds of cheese on there. That's right, I did. So you want to make it healthier? Take off the top layer. You want to make it even healthier than that? Use eggplant and 2 other squashes and just layer them and just sprinkle a little grated Parmesan between each layer. That would be the most healthy eggplant Parmesan to do. That's what I do. But this is the recipe I found. And we're going to try it out right now. Hot, hot, hot. Oh boy. Going to burn my mouth. Can't wait. Here we go. Oh. Oh, man. Crunchy. Oh. Red pepper. Red chili flakes. Forgot about those. I love it. You guys enjoy this eggplant Parmesan, and it's got the crusted Parmesan on top, and it's absolutely delicious. I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.